fountain of blood from within us, those issues that are creating these symptoms within us being dried up. And this is what the Spirit makes intercession for. This is the Spirit understanding what's really wrong with us, because we don't know what we should pray for. We're praying for the symptoms to subside, and the Spirit is focusing on those internal issues, that fountain of blood within us to be dried up. And I'm telling you today, we just need to hear. That's all. Just tune your ears, and that's what the meditation is. Now, some folks that I've spoken with recently since that program want to know how. What exactly do I do? I just get a good night's sleep. Get up early in the morning. And I just love, I have a little anointing oil, that I just anoint myself with. And some might find that unnecessary, especially the biblical scholars that recognize the oil wasn't used for that. The oil was simply for medicinal purposes, like we might use rubbing alcohol today. That's all well and good. But I know there are certain times in Scripture where people were anointed. And as well, even when we focus on the story of the woman with the issue of blood, she didn't necessarily have to touch the garment of Jesus. That's just, her point of contact, where her faith took her. And who knows why. But so I use the oil, okay? And then I pray initially. God, I'm here. Take everything out of me, the distractions, just lead me where you will, in this meditation. Everything turned off in the house. Everybody's asleep. It's quiet early in the morning. And I just close my eyes and just relax my body and try to relax my breathing and just be very quiet. And I begin to think about some things, and I just try to get really relaxed. And every so often I find my shoulders tensing up, and then I just relax again and breathe and just relax. And sometimes I'll be hearing things, not the voice of Martin, you need to know, not like that, but thoughts will just be crossing my mind. Relaxing thoughts, because I don't have much time to relax during the day. I'm always working. I'm always busy, and I'm married and have a 4-year-old, and so there's always something to do. And then by the time night comes, I'm tired. But what I can do is go to bed early, about the same time my daughter goes to bed. Sometimes I go to bed. Then I wake up before everybody, and I have this time. I'm refreshed because I got a lot of sleep, and I don't fall asleep when I'm trying to meditate. And just be quiet, and don't even focus on trying to hear from God. Just be quiet. We're always trying too hard. We're trying to do this, trying to do that. And I was reading some books on meditation. Now this is what I do. I was reading some books on meditation, and there's certain from Eastern, some yoga, some different kinds of books, and this is, as a grounded believer, you can look at things that other people are about and begin to pick out what's good and what suits you. And I'll give you an example, because I'm a believer, and my quest, my desire is to hear from God. And I believe you can find some truths everywhere, but those truths may not be exactly what you need. So I'm reading this one book, and it's saying, focus on something. You can focus on a burning candle, or even with your eyes closed, think about something and focus on that thing. And every so often your mind is going to wander, but get your focus back on that thing. I'm thinking, well, that's sort of not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to be focused on something, just to release so I could hear, from God. And so I tried that, for about a day or so, and that was fine. I understand the concept, but see, that's not what I'm trying to do. But I still see the need for this meditation, this quiet time to hear from God. So I'm still focusing on the quiet time, the meditation, even telling me how to breathe, and even health reasons, about 10 times just breathe in real deep, from the stomach, not from the diaphragm, and breathe all the way in and breathe all the way out. I do that and slowly and hold it. It's good for you. I don't exactly know what it does, but it's something about the oxygen. It's sort of like vitamins. I take vitamins every day. I've taken them for years. I don't know exactly what they do. Like the fish oil pills, the omega-3 and the beta-carotene and my Mega Man vitamins and vitamin C. I take those vitamins. I don't know exactly what they do, but I know they're good. So I do the breathing thing for about maybe 10 times in all. Then I just find myself real relaxed. So I had another book, and it was saying, you don't have to focus on something so strongly, but just have a mantra. And then I remember back, I used to practice martial art. We used to do meditation, but it was always a joke to me. I was young. It was kind of funny. But I remember a lot of the things that I was taught, even though I didn't buy into them. I remember when I was at boot camp, there was a Mexican guy that I was in my flight, and he was teaching us all meditation. Had this mantra, you know, it was like hum sa, you know, hum sa. I don't know what that means, you know, I could have been cursing myself. I'm just kidding. But it was a joke then too, okay? But so I remembered that. So they're talking about a mantra, find a mantra, and then it's saying whatever God you believe in, just, you know, use that name, you know. And I tried that for a while. I was going like, Jesus, Jesus, you know. And then I tried a mantra the next day. It was like, decrease me, decrease me. I'm coming up, you know, I'm trying to correlate this meditation to, you know, what I believe, what we believe. And then I got to thinking that we're back in control again. Okay, now I got a mantra, and now, or I have a focus. This is our problem, what we're always doing. Now, whether we're doing it in the flesh, always in control, always talking, always leading and directing, why am I trying to stay focused on a particular thought or a particular light or something? Why am I trying to stay on a particular mantra, saying these words over and over again? What I'm trying to do is release my control, is just release myself and allow God to move, allow the Spirit that knows what's wrong with me to minister to me. So I came to the conclusion that I see the importance of the meditation. I even see the importance of breathing, even for health reasons, you know, the oxygen and all of this stuff, whatever it does. But I sort of eliminated that focus. I eliminated that mantra because I'm a believer. And my desire, again, isn't wherever the yoga thing has taken them, that's fine. Wherever these guys are called the Buddhists, that's fine too. But my particular purpose is recognizing the need for meditation, but recognizing the need also just to release myself and my control and let that Spirit that already knows what's wrong with me to begin to minister to me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to do. Yeah, you know, I just try to be quiet and be loose and just be open. And I'll tell you what happens. Now what I do, I set my alarm for like, I used to do it for 20 minutes, but now I'm up to like 40, 45 minutes, and I enjoy it. The other day my alarm went off, you know, one of those cell phone alarms, because I don't want to be late for work, you know. But I mean, I was enjoying this time so much. And it's just relaxing. You're wide awake and you're resting and you're just open. And my alarm went off. It's like, man, I don't want to stop. I was like in this. I was like in there, you know. I was in this room in my mind, you know. And then I was like, the phone was ringing, and I usually after about 3 or 4 rings, I stop it. Man, my phone rings 37 times, my little alarm. And I'll tell you what I began doing was, even as I was in there, I was just counting the rings because I didn't want to stop. And I thought at first I was going to get up and turn the phone off, but no, I didn't want to move because I was feeling so good in that position. And I just counted the rings, and it was just enjoyable just there counting the rings. And after that last ring, about another minute or so, I got up and I was fine. Now I didn't get up, okay? Wait, let me jump the gun here. What I do now is once the alarm isn't set for me to get up and go to work, the alarm is set for me now to go into prayer, okay? And so at that point, when the alarm goes off, after it went off 37 times, but normally when it initially goes off, then I just go right into prayer. I just reach over and disable it and go right into prayer. And I'm telling you, it's like the strongest, most intense prayer that you can imagine. And it surprised me the first day. I mean, it's sort of like, sometimes, you know, when you're praying for a while, you get there, you know, and you're really in the Lord and praying, and then God is like speaking to you in certain kind of ways. But it was like strong, and it was like there was a thickness even to the prayer. And what I'm suggesting today now is that what we do, I believe we lay all the prayers out, and then we fall asleep, or then we're done. We never listen. What I'm suggesting is you listen first and then pray, okay? Now my prayer time has always been for years early in the morning. And you know, sometimes you're motivated, just like a workout or just like trying to eat right. I'm going to pray every morning, and you do for a while, then you kind of don't once. Before you know it, you haven't prayed in the morning for a while, and you're just trying to pray as you're going to work. But I'm telling you, when you set yourself up with this meditation first, just hearing from God, just being quiet, and you're sitting there wide awake, when you're done meditating, it's time for prayer. And so what I'm telling you is I haven't missed a prayer day since I started meditating, because it's the natural thing to do. It's already